After seeing a roster overhaul in the offseason, nobody knew quite what to expect from the North Dakota hockey team this year. But despite 14 brand new players on the roster, injuries throughout this season, and even a COVID outbreak in January, they enter the playoffs with their third consecutive Penrose Cup in hand. Valley News Live sports reporter Devin Fry sat down with head coach Brad Berry today to figure out how this team was able to carry on without missing a step.
Sitting here with head coach Brad Berry for the UND hockey team, we're talking a little bit about what this season has been so far. Coach, it seems just outside looking in, just crazy what you guys have been able to achieve with all the new players that you guys had at the beginning of the year. You would have had every reason in the world for it to be a weird year, but you guys are still standing at the top of things. How do you do that as a program?
Well, I think it's the mental resiliency, being mentally tough, I think, going through some adversity of whatever that is. And, you know, let's be honest, the last couple of years have been tough, not only for our program, but the world in general. You know, I commend our players for doing that. It hasn't been easy this year, you know, with what you just talked about, but also with some injuries here in the second half of the season. Guys have manned up and they've done a good job of being team first.
Take me back to the last offseason. You know, all those guys leave to go to the professional level. You got these 14 new guys coming in. You got some transfers maybe on the horizon. What's going through your brain at that point?
It was exciting, to tell you the truth. I think some people go, well, how are you going to do it? Are you worried about it? And not at all. Like, you know, it's a situation. We got a very strong culture here. You know, we've got some very good players coming in our program, and it's exciting to try to start over again. When you have the leadership group that helps you kind of get to where you need to go, it even makes it more of a greater experience here.
Obviously, haven't had too much time to reflect. We still got a lot of unfinished business to do. We got playoffs coming up and anything. But has it hit you at all how special this group has been this season?
Yeah, it does. It kind of hits you every now and then. You know, when we did hoist the Penrose down in Omaha, you know, it was pretty emotional. And you know, you kind of go through each and every year where you've had some success, and each year is different. And this year is really different in the fact that, you know, when you bring 14 new players in your group, a lot of those guys, all of them, haven't had an experience of winning a league championship, and it was kind of neat to see those guys get excited about it. I know the group, the 13 guys returning, you know, most of them won 2 and some have won 1, but you know, it's nice to see the new guys get a chance to do that.
Last year, you guys had, some would say up until that 5th overtime in Duluth, the best team in the country. And then you have this team, I think, just finished a point behind them in the NCHC standings this year. How much of that comes down to the foundation that you guys have built in this program?
Yeah, for sure. And again, it goes to everything, the foundation of the program. It was built here a long, long time ago before I even got here. But that's our obligation as players and coaches, is to keep passing that torch on to the next wave of players coming in. You know what? We have 14 new players here, and the exciting part is those young players that have come in our group, guess what? They're going to be the next wave, and they're going to pass it to the next wave.
Coach Berry recently signed an extension with North Dakota. He'll be coaching the team through at least the 2025 season. UND will start their playoff run by hosting Colorado College this weekend. And it is important to know, I know we ran the highlights at 6, but if you didn't join us then, Warroad with a major 7-1 victory in their opening round of the Minnesota High School State Hockey Playoffs. Moorhead gets underway tomorrow. An exciting time in St. Paul at the Xcel Energy Center.
It did. It's so exciting for UND too. I know this.
Yes, yeah, they open up the playoffs this weekend, hosting yet again. They have Colorado College in town. Nobody in the NCHC is easy, but that tournament begins on Friday with that home ice, which is so important.
Exciting. Thanks.